We had initially set a goal to be carbon neutral by 2025, but then when COVID happened, and we did not want to be compromising health for the environment or the environment for health. So we moved up our carbon neutrality goal and achieved it by the end of 2020.
Part of the challenge was people were getting direction from the CDC on type of filtration that they needed, which we made that upgrade for them. Recommendations to run the air 2 hours before they got there or 2 hours after they left. They weren't coming in every day. And so you have a standard schedule of Monday through Friday and you're just running air to run air.
So in late 2020, we rolled out an app to help sort of educate people about changing dynamics around COVID and protocols in our building.
It was a way to interact with the tenants. It was a way to send our message to them, talk about air filtration, safety, CDC updates. When are you going to be here? How many people are going to be here? How much of the office are you actually going to use? So we could limit that runtime and really just provide that level of comfort for them to come back to the office.
When we first started working with them, they jumped into retro commissioning with both feet. And I can tell you a lot of owners don't want to do retro commissioning because all you get is bad news. And what facilities engineer wants to bring bad news to the boss when occupancy is down, and people are sick, and income is down? What surprised me is not only did they do retro commissioning, but they've gone ahead and developed, I think, about 70 pilot programs in the areas of sustainability, energy conservation, water conservation, redundancy. When everyone else is stepping back and kind of waiting to see what happened, waiting to see what's going to happen with interest rates and their expenses, Hudson Pacific has just gone ahead, taken the bull by the horns, and stepped forward and done all the great work that really needs to be done. It's a perfect time to do it.
Really, I look at it as we're trying to build up this very unique, robust toolbox of different options, right? So when we do have a plan, we're going to have 15, 16 different options that could be applied to any one of those changes, right? So we can't just say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to plan for this. We kind of got to plan for everything. When we can see those things get tested at our lots and then see those things be put in as a standard for our developments is really exciting.
Hudson's willingness to embrace innovation is super impressive, and I think they really have that vision and they have the humility to know what they don't know.
What's been very interesting in the last year and a half with our office tenants has been around everything from adding opportunities to get engaged with virtual exercise classes to what are some of the sustainability features of our buildings. For example, a number of our buildings, we have bees on the roof, and so we'll give them updates in the app about the bees. It's sort of a very tangible aspect of all of our sustainability initiatives, to see these local pollinators working to pollinate our local native landscape. Beyond that, we're seeing a lot of these productions and these companies are setting their own sustainability goals that are very ambitious. One of our largest clients is Netflix, and they have announced several very ambitious goals these last few years. And that's been really exciting for us because it means we have an active and engaged partner that we can work with. And so we're each, I think, pushing each other to be more innovative, to look towards the future of what productions will be.
The way that I think Hudson Pacific leads is through transparency, is through kind of this high road approach that they take to everything that they do.
We're putting things in place that can be easily retrofitted to what we're anticipating being the outcome in a few years, without really impacting day-to-day, right? We have to make day-to-day work. Like today has to work, 5 years has to work, so how do you do that? So it's been a very creative approach. We've brought in a lot of great vendors, a lot of knowledge, consultants, but we're really trying to plan for today, 5 years, 50 years, and the fact that we're taking sustainability into every approach of everything we do is amazing.